Oke, halo semuanya, selamat datang di channel saya di Sumber 2 ya. Oke, hari ini saya akan memberikan pemberitahuan tentang Windows 11 ini. Oke, sebelum kita membahas Windows 11, jangan lupa like, comment, dan subscribe channel ini ya guys, supaya kalian nanti kalau ada komen nanti ada video-video yang akan saya upload nanti, yaitu game, pemberitahuan, pengumuman, dan mengenai acara penting. Oke. Acaranya bisa acara itu seperti apa? Kalau yang tadi bilang acara tadi itu siapa? Misalnya di Minecraft Live atau Samsung Live atau apa? Terus apalagi selain itu Windows dari Microsoft Windows Live, nah itu masuk ya. Nah ya sih kalau tahu sih. Oke, kita hari ini kita akan membahas tentang kapan sih update Windows 11 versi 22H2 yang Sun Valley 2 ya, versi RTM. Untuknya kapan sih Windows 11 22H2 RTM akan diluncurkan? Nah, sebelum itu kita tahu ini sebelum kita tahu ini Windows 11 ini masih dalam versi 21H2 ya. Nah, di sini versinya 21H2 ya, build-nya 22.675. Versinya 21H2, build 22.000.675. Ya, ini versi 21. Nah, jadi nanti Windows 11 akan update ke versi 22H2. Nah, itu kapan Windows 11 versi 22H2 akan diluncurkan? Nah, kita lihat cek di Google. Nah, dan ternyata Windows 11 22H2 akan RTM ini akan diupdate pada tanggal 24 Mei 2022. Itu berarti minggu depan ya. Nah, itu hari Selasa tanggal 24 Mei. Berarti minggu depan kita akan update. Jadi minggu depan Microsoft akan update Windows 11 22H2. Akan di RTM ya. RTM. Oke. Nah, di sini saya klik yang pembahasan yang pertama. Pembahasan yang tentang pembahasan dari 22H2 ini. Nah, itu kapan sih pemberitahuan itu? Kapan? Itu 2 hari yang lalu ya. Itu tuh dari pemberitahuannya ini dari Walking Cat di Twitter. Itu mempublikasikan sebuah bocoran mengenai tanggalnya rilis Windows 11 22H2 untuk versi RTM atau release to manufacture. Nah, berdasarkan bocoran tersebut, umumnya Windows 11 22H2 versi RTM ini akan dimulai rilis pada tanggal 24 Mei 2022. Untuk dengan kata lain, itu hanya tinggal 1 minggu lagi ya, riliskan. Nah, di sini ada dan di pembuktian dari Twitter Walking Cat. Jadi Windows 11 22H2 RTM itu akan diupdate tanggal 24 Mei 2022. Ini sudah ini diupload tanggal 14 Mei 2022 ya, jam 9:41 malam. Mari kita lihat kita lihat komentar dari komentar lainnya dari yang sudah bahas dari Walking ini. Ising quit ini yang dari Water Flash. Imsing quit early for Hachu. Our way to get hits to later. I don't think it is public release. Probably when the update will be ready and it will be released publicly in the coming months. Also, H2 depends on second half of the year, so there isn't something called H3 regularly. Hello, it will be the first day of Microsoft Build. Gitu ya. Oke, itu dia kan komennya gitu. Oke, itu dia komen dari ketiga dia gitu ya. Oke, jadi itu berarti tanggal 24 Mei akan update. Nah, itu mengenai Windows 11 22H2 sendiri, kita sebelumnya sudah mendengar rumor bahwa Windows 11 untuk Windows 11 ini versi 22H2-nya sampai pada build 22.621 ya. Jadi itu pemberitahuan dari Windows Insider Program. Cek dulu di blog juga. Nah di sini Windows 11-nya insider preview-nya batasnya sampai dengan bel 22.621 sampai 22.621. Nah, seperti itu kan. Nah, bahwa Windows 11 bel 22.621 adalah versi ATM Windows 11 2022, dan tentu dengan ada nomor baru ini, itu memperjelas bahwa sebelumnya bisa saja akan sempat kabar yang benar dan tepat. Dan mengenal tanggal 24 Mei, perlu kamu tahu juga bahwa tanggal 24 Mei berdasarkan informasi resmi dari Microsoft, pada tanggal tersebut Microsoft melaksanakan event Microsoft Build 2022, dan ini bisa jadi rumor ini memang benar. Nah bagaimana menurut mengenai rumor ini baru ini, komen ya. Oke, ini dari sumber win point ya tentang pemberitahuan itu. Coba kita kunjungi yang klik ini, Microsoft Build 2022 ini. Guys, bagi yang kalau sudah daftarkan Windows Insider Program, bisa cek linknya di sini, microsoft.com /nas/software/download/Windows Insider Preview ISO. Jika kalian sudah mendapatkan Windows Insider Program, silahkan pilih edisinya ini. Pilih edisinya yang ini ya, untuk beta channel. Ya, tapi kalau tunggu tanggal 24 Mei, ya tunggu saja ya. Oke. Nah, kalau ada pembahasan dari Microsoft Build, silahkan klik saja di sini ya, atau daftarkan diri kalau mau ikut Microsoft Build. Oke. Kita akan baca sini kalau mau tahu ya. Nah, hari pertama 24 Mei. Ya, nah, silakan baca ini pada agendanya ya kalau mau tahu ya. Silakan baca agendanya kalau kalian mau tahu. Oke. Nah, sekarang yang dari KXDA. Nah, ini bahasa Inggris tapi ya. The next feature after Windows 11 is just about complete. According to Microsoft, it's the working cat. Windows 11 version 22H2 is reportedly set to hit RTN status on May 24. Oke, lihat ini ya. What happened at the end? Once we get to the so-called final build for Windows 11 version 22H2, that doesn't mean the update is about to be released. That's when Microsoft is going to start serving it with community updates. This is exactly what happened with the original version of Windows 11, and the timeline is the same. Windows 11 had already reached that critical milestone when it was announced. So all we got to test after that were cumulative updates to build 22,000. Well, see those same kinds of update with version 22H2, and then there will be a fall release. Nah, uji coba pada fitur baru. Nah, ini kalian baca sendiri aja pada sponsor oleh KXDA ya. Oke, silahkan baca sendiri pada yang dari kxdadevelopers.com. Oke. Jadi yang pertama itu kapan update-nya? Update Windows 11 22H2 itu akan update pada tanggal 24 Mei 2022. Benar atau salah ya, dan benar atau salah ya kalau benar dari Walking Cat. Oke. Kalau gitu yang kedua kita akan lihat dulu video-video. Kalau kita lihat video. Kita klik dulu. Kita akan lihat dulu video. Apakah video mengenai Windows 11 build 22 versi 22H2 build 22.621 lainnya ya. Apakah benar akan ATM atau tidak, guys? Pertama ini dok, oke? Silakan lihat. Selamat menyaksikan.
Welcome to the Windows Computer and Technology channel, and we have a little bit of news from a Twitter user called the Walking Cat. He's the guy that often has a little bit of inside info and advanced information on different things. So it would seem that the build, so I told you guys that I actually updated my main computer to the latest build for beta on the Insider program, because I felt that it was close to being what is the final version for 22H2 of Windows 11, which will come out later this year. Now we have some actual news. So it would seem that if you've installed the beta version for Windows 11, which of course is build 22621.1, that this is the RTM. It is the official version, the one that's going to make it to release. So that would be the case apparently, that this is the release version of Windows 11 for 22H2 finally. Now, we're not there yet. There, of course, could be more updates that could arrive if there's some bugs and some things to change, but there shouldn't be any new features, as this apparently is what is sent to the manufacturers for testing on systems that will be sold later this year. As for the official RTM, which is the release to manufacturing, apparently it's going to happen in about 10 days from now. May the 24th would be the date of official release. Once again, what we think is this is going to be the build 22621. So we would be apparently with this at 22H2. As for the release date, and I get a lot of comments on that, a lot of you are asking me when's the release date for this. The release date is still stated to be somewhere between September and November of this year. A lot of people have been talking, oh, it could be released early, like, July or August. There has been some people speculating August, but most of the users that, or the enthusiasts that actually know a little more about the Microsoft stuff seem to say that nope, it's a September to November release, somewhere in there. Could be September or October, but most agree that they don't think it's going to be before September. So we still have quite a few months left before 22H2 is officially released to everybody. But it kind of confirms that for some of you, if you wish to go there and have 22H2 right now, this would be the build pretty much that will be released this fall. So you can of course do it. To do it, you simply go to the settings, Windows Update, go into your Windows Insider program, make sure that you actually get started, choose the beta channel, make sure that it's beta channel that you've chosen, and the last thing to make sure is stop preview builds. Make sure you turn it on at unenroll this device when the next version of Windows releases. So it says here queued for unenrollment. This is simply telling you that you're on the beta channel, you're testing 22H2, but when it's really official, you're going to get out of the Insider program and you'll finally be on 22H2 officially. Now, I do not recommend this unless you're an enthusiast, you know what you're doing, and you know how to reinstall or fix some problems that you might have on your PC. For everybody else, just hang in there, stay on your version of Windows 11. You'll get it soon enough this fall. And honestly, yes, there's a few things, but there ain't that much more on Windows 11 22H2. If you enjoy my videos, please subscribe, give us thumbs up. Thank you for watching.
Oke, itu dia guys pembahasan dari YouTube. Oke guys, jadi itulah pembahasan tentang kapan sih Windows 11 yang dari video itu ya. Oke, dari YouTuber ya. Oke. Selain itu downloadnya gimana? Nah, untuk downloadnya kita lihat dulu videonya. Oke, selamat menyaksikan video download Windows 11 22H2 ISO image now for clean install.
Welcome to the Windows Computer and Technology channel, and if you're looking for an image to install what is going to be Windows 11 22H2 pretty much, you can actually download that version now, a image is now available and ISO has been available for download on the Microsoft Windows Insider site. Now what you need to do is you need to be registered with the Windows Insider program. Once you are, that'll give you access to the image, and you can clean install if you want 22H2. If you've been having problems with Windows 11, for example, and you're wondering if you could, maybe do a clean install, but would like to be maybe a clean install of the future, well, you can use that image to clean install, and then you'll be on build 22621, which is the beta channel 22H2 for Windows 11, which we think is RTM, the official release. But you will be, of course, and will need to do a few changes. So, first of all, the link to the download is in the description below. You'll get to this page. Go down the page, scroll down, and here, select edition. You want to select build 22621. And then you'll confirm that you want to have that build. And you simply have to choose your language, confirm, and you'll be able to download it to your computer. You'll be able to, of course, use it on a USB thumb drive with, for example, with Rufus, in order to be able to boot from the USB thumb drive to install if you want. And you'll be able to clean install. Remember that, so the link is in the description below, by the way. You can click there. And remember that what you'll need to do and make sure that you are in is that in the settings, in the Windows updates, you will make sure that you are in the Windows Insider program under the beta channel testing. And don't forget to just make sure that you have the check mark or the slider at on, unenroll this device when the next version Windows releases, which means that when it's official, if there is something happening, there are new updates, you'll get them, but when it's official, you'll be actually removed and you'll have 22H2 officially. You'll be out of the program automatically. So you can download that on the link that I just actually posted and get 22H2 right now and clean install on a PC. If you enjoy my videos, please subscribe, give us thumbs up. Thank you for watching.
Oke, itu dia guys. Oke guys, itulah pembahasan cara download Windows 11 versi 22H2 ISO image no problem install ya dari video YouTube. Terima kasih ya. Oke, jadi itulah kayak Pak. Oke, jadi sudah ditentukan ya. Jadi Windows 11 22621 itu versi 22H2 ya. Itu akan di-update pada tanggal 24 Mei 2022 ya. Akan siap RTM nanti. Itu akan siap di RTM maksudnya RTM. Akan siap di RTM ya. Oke. Jadi tanggal 24 Mei 2022. Itu hari Selasa ya, tanggal 24 Mei 2022. Oke, itu yang pertama. Oke, itu yang kedua. Apa saja sih fitur-fitur baru di Windows 11 versi 22H2 itu? Nah, untuk pembahasan tentang fitur-fitur barunya, saya akan cek di sumber dari viewinfotech.com. Cek dulu. Oke, saya cari dulu yang tentang itu dulu ya. Sebentar ya, mau cari dulu. Saya cek dulu. Itu saya cek dulu. Itu. Nah, sisi saya menunjukkan videonya. Atau saya klik dulu. Oke, kalau begitu ini silakan. Oke, kalau begitu silakan tonton video ini ya, mengenai apa saja fitur-fitur baru di Windows 11 versi 22.2 ini. Oke, ini saya ambil dari video dari YouTuber Infotech. Silakan ditonton ya, dan silakan dimengerti pada fitur-fitur ini nanti. Nanti kalian mengerti nanti tentang fitur baru nanti. Oke, selamat menyaksikan.
Hello everyone, in this video we're going to look at the best features that Microsoft is planning to ship on Windows 11 version 22H2. Although we're months away from the feature release, Microsoft is nearly done adding features and improvements for Windows 11 version 22H2. Also, since the company is already making available previews in the beta channel of the Windows 11 program, we have a pretty good idea of what is to come in the next update. Okay, for version 22H2, don't expect big changes. Of course, there are some new features, but mostly it's going to be improvements for the existing features, and you will find that many features that were previously removed now are coming back. Also, Microsoft is working on updating many parts of the desktop interface to make the experience a little more consistent, but it still needs a lot of work. So here is the best features to expect with the release of Windows 11 version 22H2. On Windows 11 version 22H2, Microsoft plans to update the Start menu with folders and the ability to change layouts for the recommended section. In this new version, you will be able to drag and drop an app on top of another app to create a folder. And this will allow you to better organize your apps. When you open the folder, you can even rename it to anything you want. And you can keep adding more apps as needed. The folder also supports the context menu, and you can also remove the apps. And when you remove all of them, the folder will be deleted. As part of the recommended section, which is this one right here at the bottom of the pin section on the Start menu, you will now be able to customize the number of items that appear in this section. You can actually disable the feature, which is something that users really want, but now on the Start settings, you can choose from 3 different options. You can show more pins, and this will lower the amount of items that you see in the recommended section. You can use the default setting, which enables the default layout, or you can choose more recommendations to show even more recommendations at the bottom and show less pins at the top. Windows 11 is also bringing some highly requested improvements to the taskbar. Perhaps the most significant one is the ability to drag and drop a file to an app on the taskbar to open the file with that particular application. Also, it is now possible to drag and drop apps from the Start menu to the taskbar to pin them. However, the option is only available through the All Apps list. Furthermore, the taskbar will now show the time and date information across all the monitors on a multi-monitor setup. like it was possible in previous versions. Version 22H2 introduces a new taskbar design for tablets that will automatically transition from tablet mode when disconnecting or folding back the keyboard on a compatible device. This feature won't be available on laptops or desktops. The new taskbar offers two modes, including collapse, which is this one right here, and expanded, which is this one right here. The collapse hides all the icons except those essential ones from the system tray, giving you more space and preventing you from accidentally invoking the taskbar or holding the tablet. The expanded mode shows all the icons just like the regular taskbar, but you will notice that the icons are a little bigger and the actual UI is a little higher, which makes it easier to allow you to interact with it using touch. Another best feature on Windows 11 version 22H2 is a new way to snap windows into snap layouts. You can try it by dragging a window to the top of the screen, where you will see now that as we approach to the edge, it will reveal a new snap layouts menu, and dropping a window into one of the layouts, it allows us to continue snapping windows more easily on Windows 11 on the desktop. As part of the desktop experience, Windows 11 now makes it easier to snap windows by introducing Microsoft Edge tabs as options to snap using the Snap Assist feature. So now when you try to snap windows and you have multiple tabs open on Microsoft Edge, you will see them as suggestions on Snap Assist. As we can see right here, I have 3 tabs open and I can choose any of them to snap it side by side with another application. Another subtle but interesting change in this update, it's now that when you hover over an app that belongs to a snap, you will now see that the snap group now includes a desktop wallpaper that makes it easier to differentiate the group from normal windows. This will not only appear on the taskbar previews, but also when using the Alt-Tab shortcut, as you can see right here, and when opening Task View, as you can see right here. On Windows 11 version 22H2 File Explorer, it's not expected to get tabs, at least in this release, but it will introduce an interesting new features and tweaks. For example, starting with this new version, File Explorer will now show previews for items and folders, as you can see right here. Let me just switch to a larger preview so you can see now that folders show a preview of the content inside of that particular location. Since the legacy context menu won't go away anytime soon, Microsoft is adding a new shortcut, which is Shift right click, and that will open the legacy context menu faster. In the past, you needed to right click the folder and then go to show more options, or after you open the context menu, you will need to use the Shift F10 to access the legacy context menu. You will also notice that the items and the legacy context menu now includes more padding, and the selection color uses a light or dark color depending on the system color mode using on Windows 11. In addition, File Explorer also comes with a new OneDrive integration, and that means that now when you open the OneDrive folder on File Explorer, you will notice a menu on the top right corner, and that will show you that the files are actually syncing to the cloud, and you can also see the storage usage. Clicking the settings button will open the OneDrive settings client, and of course you get an option to subscribe to get more storage or open OneDrive online. Another best feature that you're going to find on Windows 11 version 22H2, it's a new feature called Windows Spotlight, and that's available through the background settings. And the feature changes the desktop background automatically every day with different pictures around the world. The feature is similar to Spotlight for the lock screen, and you can enable it from this page. And if you're showing the desktop icons, you also find this learn about this picture option, and when you right click it, you can switch to another picture. You can like it to get more pictures that look similar to the one you have in the background. And you can click the thumbs down to try to teach the system not to get similar pictures. Microsoft is bringing back the ability to switch default web browsers quickly. Once you upgrade to this version, you will find a new Set Default button that will automatically configure Chrome, Firefox, or any other browser as the default for the system. Although this feature is not entirely new to Windows 11 version 22H2 because it was available in the past, when Windows 11 was released, Microsoft removed this option and it made it more difficult for users to switch default browsers. And now that feature is coming back. So if you want to use a different browser other than Microsoft Edge, you can install the browser that you like and then go to the default apps, settings, open the app and click the Set Default button. And that, as you can see, will make it the default for the system. However, the button is not going to make it the default for everything. Things like PDF, SVG, and other formats will still open on Microsoft Edge. You can still click that option and select the default browser that you want to use with that particular image, file, or protocol. Up until now, you had to use Control Panel to remove updates. However, starting with Windows 11 version 22H2, the Settings app gets a new page to uninstall cumulative and feature updates from the Settings app, from the modern interface. Since Control Panel will no longer include the Programs and Features page, using the Settings app will be the only way to remove updates using a graphical interface moving forward. So here, the interface is going to list only the updates that you can uninstall. If one update is causing problems, you can click the uninstall button and that will remove it from the device. Another best addition to Windows 11 version 22H2 is the new redesigned Task Manager, which has been overhauled with a new design treatment that matches the design style available on Windows 10, with rounded corners, mica material that shines the desktop background through the app's frame, and new iconography. However, as you can see, the app retains the familiar experience as the legacy version, but with modern improvements. For example, the new Task Manager includes a navigation pane on the left that lets you move between the different pages of the application, and everything looks the same for how you use the app. One thing that you will see different is that at the top of the app, you will see different actions that you can use depending on the page that you're on. The app also includes a settings page that allows you to set the default page when you start the app. You can set the real-time update speed, and you can also change other behaviors of the application. Of course, the app also responds to the system color, so if you switch to the dark theme, the application also is going to switch to the dark mode as well. As part of the biggest improvements on version 22H2, you will also notice that the system includes many updates to bring the legacy visual elements to the new design language. For example, in this new version, Windows 11 finally brings an updated flyout for the system hardware indicators, including for volume, brightness, camera, and airplane mode, to align with the new design language throughout Windows 11. Furthermore, these new elements also support the light and dark mode colors. For elements that are still on the legacy design style, for example, Run Command, and many others, you will also notice now that the title bars uses the mica semi-transparent material that adds some sort of consistency between the modern and legacy elements. You can see pretty well the transparency, but let me just switch to a different wallpaper. And as you can see, that the title bar adjusts to the colors of the desktop background. Also, Windows 11 even comes with a redesigned version of the Print Queue app that matches the design language with rounded corners, mica material, and more. The application also makes it easy to identify the desired print job. As you can see right here, we can see the thumbnail, the printer that is trying to print to, the current status, and you also get different options. and you can even choose the different printers if you have more printers connected to your computer. In addition, this new version of Windows 11 also includes a redesigned version of the print dialog interface. This is the same as the one you used to see in other versions of Windows, but it's been updated to include the design language that we're seeing throughout Windows 11. One interesting thing about this application is that it can discover printers in the network automatically. So if you find a printer that never has been connected to Windows, you can select it and the system will install it automatically without even having to open the settings app. Another brand new feature on Windows 11 version 22H2 is live captions, which allows anyone to better understand the audio by viewing captions of the spoken content. You can enable the feature by using the Windows Control L keyboard shortcut, and if this is the first time using the feature, you will get this prompt to download the package to set up the feature. Okay, I'm not sure what exactly happened, but I just restarted the feature and now it seems that it's working. So once the package has been downloaded and installed on the computer, you can open the feature once again using the Windows Control L keyboard shortcut, and then you can just play anything in the computer and that should start auto generating the captions. As you can see right here at the top, you can click the settings menu and you can change positions, and you can even use the floating position so you can place it anywhere on the screen. Also, as part of the settings for captions, you can use filters, and you can also include the microphone audio. And clicking the caption style will open the accessibility captions page where you can change the settings for the caption style. And that was a closer look at the live captions on Windows 11. One of the best features on Windows 11 version 22H2 is voice access. The feature enables anyone to control their laptop or desktop computer using only their voice. To set it up, you want to go to the settings tab, to the accessibility section, and then go to the speech page. And at the top you will find voice access, where you can turn it on to enable it. And if this is the first time enabling the feature, you will need to agree to the terms. And here's the setup process. And here's a quick guide that allows you to learn more about how to use the feature. And at the end of the guide, you can view all the commands that you can use with voice access. When using voice access, you can use your voice to open and switch apps, browse the web, and dictate emails, and more. According to the company, the feature leverages modern on-device speech recognition to recognize speech accurately, and it is supported without an internet connection. The feature only supports the English US language, which means that the Windows display language should be English USA. Otherwise, voice access might not work as expected. So as you can see, the system is denying the access to the microphone, and if you see that, you will need to actually go to privacy and security, and then on microphone we want to allow access. And as you can see now, the feature, it's working. We also have a settings menu that allows you to select the microphone, add a new microphone, and manage the microphone settings. Also, there is a manage options sub-menu that allows you to turn on automatic punctuation, use filtering, and configure the app to automatically start the settings. And here's an option to turn off voice access. Once the feature has been configured, you can click the microphone button and then the computer will start listening. For example, what can I say? And that will launch the voice access guide. Another command that we can use, open start. Or we can use the command open Microsoft Edge. Focus isn't new. It was previously available at Focus Assist, but with the new name, Microsoft introducing new changes. As part of these changes, the feature will now help you to stay on track with the new integration with the clock app to use the focus tools. such as focus timer and calming music. So when you open the settings for the feature, you will now see that you can start a focus session right here, and you have different options that you can configure. You can set the duration for the session, and then clicking the start focus session will open the clock app into the focus session settings. And as you can see, now the session has started, and you can add your to-do list and add your Spotify playlist to play music during the session. Also, when opening Notification Center, you can start a focus session right from the flyout. And as you can see, we have a new icon for the feature, and there is a new Don't Disturb option, which makes it easy to silence all the notification banners. Actually, the option to enable or disable Do Not Disturb, it's right here at the top right. And if you want, you can click the notification settings, where you can set up rules to automatically turn on Do Not Disturb from the settings app. Windows 11 version 22H2 also includes new touch gestures to make it easier and quicker to navigate the desktop and apps using touch. For example, you can now swipe your finger from the middle of the taskbar to invoke the Start menu and swipe back down to dismiss it. You can swipe right to left from the pin to get to the All Apps section, and left to right to get back to the pin section. And you can swipe your fingers from the bottom right corner of the taskbar to invoke the quick settings, and you can swipe back down to dismiss it. Also, Microsoft has updated the animation when swiping to invoke and dismiss the notification center from the right edge of the screen to be more responsive and follow your fingers. Finally, if in full screen, a touch-oriented app or a game, you will notice a gripper that appears if you swipe from the left edge of the screen, as you can see right here. And that's it. These were some of the best features and improvements that we can expect to see when Windows 11 version 22H2 releases. Remember to like the video, leave your comments, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that yet, and I just hope this video was informative for you, and I would like to thank you for viewing.
Oke, itu dia. Oke guys, jadi itulah pembahasan mengenai fitur-fitur baru Windows 11 versi 22H2 ya. Oke, jadi sudah kalian tahu ya tentang fitur-fitur baru di Windows 11 22H2 nanti. Oke, itu saja yang saya sampaikan. Semoga video ini bermanfaat bagi kalian semua, dan jangan lupa like, komen, dan subscribe channel saya ini ya. Oke, jangan lupa subscribe, like, dan komen video ini ya. Oke, terima kasih dan sampai jumpa di lain waktu atau di video berikutnya. Dadah.